You really going through with it?
I get tired of being bothered.
Shaw and her gang are strong-armed. Whatever you say, I'll be waiting. Ugh, I hate instantly putting on the pounds like this. The Aquila frontier is home to the Ashta. A predator. Razor-sharp teeth. Back in action.
It's not that the Freestar Collective is backed.
I want it. Everyone needs supply. Take a gander.
take it from here.
The miner's daring supervisor organized a surprisingly effective defense.
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
Aquila's one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
Ask anyone. Midtown Minerals? Lousy. To put it bluntly, the trade authority is muscling in on my business. So far, I've kept them at bay. But they've been stepping up their game lately. They got all their tricks. Intimidation, extortion, bribery, blackmail. Nothing's off the table. Of course, everyone turns a blind eye as long as the Council of Governors finds their services useful. So, I'm on my own. But that's my problem, not yours. Then you've come to the right place.
The UC can't be that bad, can it?
You an independent hauler? I can promise you the best rate.
For years, Allied Armaments has been the premier supplier of private firearms. But this coveted position may be slipping. Laredo Firearms has been ramping up production in Aquila City and are taking away market share. And it's not just Laredo that's a threat. Core Kinetics and Compotech have been making gains as well.
The kids are all off studying, and we've got the house to ourselves. This is honestly gonna be the best staycation ever.
In other news, on the lifeless planet of Vectera, a mining operation run by Argos extractors was attacked by the Crimson Fleet.
Or just
Argos
sit
was
there
mining
in
valuable
complete
minerals.
silence.
They had mined hard enough to attract attention. The pirates expected easy prey, but instead they found more than they bargained for. A heated battle ensued between the Crimson Fleet and the miners. The miners' daring supervisor organized a surprisingly effective defense. Armed with only their trusty mining lasers, the Argos crew fought off the Crimson Fleet and defended their facility. A surprising turn of events and a victory for us all.
Shaw Gang's gone too far this time.
I'm telling you, I would kill to be able to afford
The United Colonies was forced to close another crime ring investigation against the Trade Authority. Though it is widely speculated that the Trade Authority is involved in a wide variety of smuggling and theft, it has been very
I
difficult
spend
to
way too
prove.
much time.
Galbank needs better
The
security.
latest investigation hinged
Really
upon
need
the
to get it
depositions
together.
of 3 key eyewitnesses.
Yeah, you know how it
But all
goes.
3 have recanted their testimony, leaving the investigation in shambles.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we had a chance to catch up.
I'm feeling all right. There's just the usual worries. Job, life, kids.
seen that show a million times. You can't have those two dating. It would never work.
People have the strangest headcanons, I swear.
They aren't compatible on any level. Financially, emotionally, physically, and it'd ruin the plot.
I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. Are you a friend of Sam Coe? I do so hope you both appreciate the museum. It's about his family, after all. Welcome to the Coe Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss. Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips. Aquila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall. There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, was constructed. Today, Aquila City is the proud capital of the Free Star Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to. There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
Huh. Those old things.
I'll pay far more than anyone else would, that's for certain. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere.
Troubled is a charitable way of putting it. Great-grandpa was a walking disaster. He almost lost everything, family estate included. Those documents she's talking about, they're real. We even have a few that survived.
Your father donated what was left to the museum.
Jacob did what? I didn't think charity was in his vocabulary.
If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it. Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history. Let me see. Minutes from Solomon Coe's first meeting as governor of Aquila. So historic. If you find anything else, please come back. Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Aquila City and the father of the Free Star Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars. Absolutely. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Aquila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Aquila City, and his descendants still live here today. That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late. A tree is upset? You scientists are something else. Regardless, I can't just hand over museum property, and I must admit I'm not especially inclined to help the UC, or New Atlantis for that matter.
Hey, I get it, but we have to collectively let go of this feud with the UC. And besides, this is really just about a tree and someone who is really, really attached to it.
Are you defending the UC? I must say, I expected more from a co. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage. Please feel free to have a look around. It's the reason I started this place.
And bingo. Let's see what we got.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose.
Chunks is such an eyesore in Aquila.
Which chunks would you...
But,
Honestly, you're probably
well, I
better
can go
off
for some
not
chunks.
thinking about it. Huh. I thought it was a joke at first, but yet, here you are. Let me get that for you. I wonder why they keep running out so quickly over there. Anyway, tell Luther I said hi.
Russia's doing well for herself. Laredo is a big player in arms manufacture.
Few institutions have.
And you're breathing?
Crowley.
Back to normal?
I swear, that Gal Bank branch
Mostly.
is
Still
cursed.
feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
You need to give it more time, Helga.
Guess that means you won't be telling the Marshal that I'm approved for field duty.
Not yet. There could still be a setback, and I need to be close at hand if that happens.
Fine, fine. But you should know that I'm crawling the walls in here.
You just take it easy. Shouldn't be long now.
Well, hey there.
Some days it feels like if I stop, I can patch you up, or if you need supply. Overall, not too bad. People keep me hopping all the time. Mainly it's minor scruffs, bruises, the occasional broken arm. The real work is when someone gets attacked by an Ashta. Those are the bad times. Here's what I've got on hand. Enjoy Aquila City, and for God's sake, be careful.
Right now, not much of anything. Doc says I need a rest. Meanwhile, I've been trying to make myself useful, reading dispatches and reports and such. That way, when I'm cleared for field duty, I'll know the lay of the land. Good to see you. Got into a tussle with a Shaw Gang smuggling ship in Kodos orbit. Had to limp back to Aquila City, with my ride mostly in one piece. It was a bit of a hard landing, you might say. Got a few broken ribs and a concussion. Turns out one of those ribs punctured a lung. Had a breathing tube in for a spell, but that's gone now. Seems I'm healing up pretty good. Yeah, of course. Everyone knows a thorologic tube is the right approach for that problem. That's it then?
Never ever go outside the city walls after sundown. Ashta are more aggressive at night.
You're probably looking for Mary. The doctor can provide any supplies you might need.
Just wait. Should have brought something to read.
Sorry. If you're hurt, the doctor can see to you.
Just let me drink in
Wait,
peace.
so they just walked in and tried to rob the place in broad daylight?
Seems that way.
That's pretty crazy, even by Shaw Gang standards.
Well, nobody ever accused those boys of having an overabundance of common sense.
Ain't that the truth?
Might be hard work, but it sure beats living under the boot.
You should try Filburn's beer. It's brewed in the city, and it ain't bad.
Pull up a seat, friend. It's not mine. I just work here. Yeah, I guess technically the city owns it, but it's really the Freestar Rangers' place more than anyone else's. But yeah, I'm happy to work here. The pay's decent, but it's also the safest job I've ever had. I know the place looks huge, but we don't actually have rooms for rent. The upper floors of the Rock are all occupied by the Freestar Rangers. The place you're looking for is the Stone Root Inn. That's in Midtown. Let's get you set up.
Need something? You got some business with me? That's so. Well, you found your way to the right person. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do. Sure, but we Rangers work across the whole of Freestar Collective space. It can be, yeah. We tend to get called in when there's a threat too big for local security to handle. So that means we hunt the most dangerous game. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can. The number's always changing due to retirements, recruiting, and unfortunately, death in the line of duty. But as far as I know, there's never been more than a dozen Rangers at any one time. Well, in theory, a Freestar Ranger can go anywhere in Freestar Collective space, even private property. But of course, it doesn't always work out that way. We also have jurisdiction over any local security when we're tracking a fugitive. I'll say right up front that if you're looking to get rich, this ain't the line of work for you. But yeah, we do get paid from time to time to help with expenses and such. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers? I prefer a more practical kind of evaluation. I'll give you the details if you want to join up. If you knew half of what I did about the man, you'd show him a lot more respect. Besides, I'm next in line, and I'll be damned if I'm letting you cut ahead of me. Look, you have to be completely sure about this, so take whatever time you need. Just come and find me if you decide you want to join.
Akil is really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
A lot of famous people visit Tequila. Popping back a beer, you never know who you'll meet.
You looking for the Rangers? Head on up the steps.
It's really an honor to be able to help out.
Better this. If you're looking for the Rangers, check the upper levels, or the cantina.
Wait, you know that's not ours.
You've got guts, no doubt about that. Appreciate you stepping up the way you did. No, not usually. Well, at least not on the scale of a bank robbery. The worst we usually get is public drunkenness and drug dealing. Remember to talk to... We're peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Freestar Collective. Usually that means hunting down criminals and bringing them to justice. Emma Wilcox can tell you more about that. Go see her over at the Rock, if you want to sign up. I hope you'll consider what I said about joining the Freestar Rangers.
I'm proud to be helping the Freestar Rangers.
Welcome to the Rock, I guess. Well, if you're asking me to toot my own horn, I will oblige. I'm a senior ranger. I coordinate all manner of things, great and small, for our outfit. If you've ever seen the mission board, that's my baby. It's restricted to rangers, though. Just about the hardest way possible. I had, shall we say, a checkered past. Rangers caught me dead to rights and offered a deal. Leniency if I helped take down my, well, criminal associates. So I took the deal. It was real touch and go, but a lot of bad guys went down. Why, yes, I was. Not a half bad one either. Might have gotten a little too cocky, tempted fate too many times, but mainly, I underestimated the Rangers. Big mistake. No friends of mine. Truth be told, barely had a choice to work for them. But they were behind bars, and so was I. But I served my sentence. Searched the dark recesses of the soul. I realized the only time I felt genuinely good about myself was working with the Rangers. So after a parole for the very best of behaviors, I nagged the Rangers night and day until they gave me a chance. Haven't looked back since. Just about the hardest way possible. Rangers caught me dead to rights, so I took the... Initially, all I could do was lament my fortune. Prison, it ain't easy. But I served my sentence. Searched the dark recesses of the soul. I realized the only time. So after, haven't looked back since. Adios.
You know that's illegal.
These rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the Freestar motto. I feel for the folk in the stretch. I try and give a credit or two to the low house when I'm able.
Don't be causing trouble now.
The mayor's all right. Always painting too rosy a picture, though.
The Settled Systems News Network. News you can trust.
You really stepped up.
So too does the pressure.
Well, at least my shift wasn't boring.
My boss says if I buy enough of our merchandise, she'll give me a promotion.
If you're tired of the same routine, Enhance can make you a whole new person. A new face! Hopefully going to be newer soon. Welcome to Enhance, where if you can imagine it, I can make your dreams come true. So pull up a chair and let's give you a makeover. I get some, but not like I would on Neon, or I guess even New Atlantis. Mainly folk wanting a new hairstyle, or keep that hair on their head at all, if you know what I mean. But sometimes people want to really go for it, and those are just the best. These days, please, safe as kittens. Some people change their look every week and never have a problem. So the only thing holding you back is, well, you. You drop by anytime.
Keep it moving.
Fine. What first attracted me to the Universals is the beauty and symmetry with ecosystems, astrophysics, and science. Is it too wild to think it's more than just a chance? I think the more man strives to know everything, the more we will see glimmers of God's hands.
Next heat leads I find feeding off one of my robots. I'm throwing.
I can't wait to go through the data.
Not many people visit. Suits me fine.
Late one night, Annie Wilcox tried to arrest me for public indecency. She'll be a terror when she grows up.
About this
Yes,
mythical
what?
vacation.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go.
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings?
I was thinking...
We got a lot of bars in the city. All class joints.
Neon?
Well, except
You're
Agnes.
barely a part of the Freestar Collective.
A year or two back,
So
I
we're
shared a
getting
drink with
political
Ron
now?
Hope. That man can drink.
Hopetown's not that different from Aquila. Hard workers, and everyone making their own way. But Neon?
But it could be so much fun. They say everything's legal on Neon.
We'll talk
A year or
about
two back, I shared a drink with Ron Hope. That man can drink.
it. This place has been in my family for generations. Feels like home.
Eloise keeps this
Aquila's
place running,
really the heart
and
of
I
the
guess I keep
Freestar
her running.
Collective.
Or at least I
Yes?
keep her sane.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture. You do yourself a disservice if you don't stay here at least once. There certainly is. My family's owned and operated this place going back generations. Why, the Stone Root's been around so long, it's even older than Midtown, and that's saying something. Aquila City folk value legacy and tradition deeply, and by running this, I get to be part of that. We've rooms aplenty. How long do you need the room? Always nice to see a new face. My mother always said that. Here you go.
We got a lot of bars in the city, all class joints. Well, except Aggie's.
Hey.
You should try Philburn's beer. It's brewed in the city and it ain't bad.
Okay. Hello.
Eloise can hook you up with a drink or a room. I just help out around the place.
Hello. A lot of famous people visit Aquila. Popping back a beer, you never know who you'll meet.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the...
I can hardly wait to test my theories.
Feel free to read. This is a haven for all that love letters.
Be careful. A simple fall ain't so simple in high gravity.
I wish people... One day we'll crack sophisticated AI. Robots are, sorry, got a lot of repair jobs right now.
I don't have any results from the seismic sensors yet.
Yeah?
What's the word for that again? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know.
This'll make a good story.
There's no one the Trackers Alliance can't find.
We'll take it from here.
Nice job.
Not quite opening day, but close enough for some specials.
Any year was the year.
SSNN says that spacers and the fleet are getting worse.
That's what they've always said. It's just fear-mongering.
I got a cousin that's a freighter captain. He says it's dangerous out there. Like, no fooling danger.
You'll be a lot happier in life if you just don't watch the news. Live your life, look after you and yours, maybe help the low house now and again, and you'll be far richer in the ways that matter.
I didn't peg you for a philosopher. Be careful out there in space.
I got to admit, everyone I know involved with trade says it's getting scary out there.
House of Please stay as long as you like. Not at all. We don't do that. Well, most of us don't. We prefer to let people find their own way to us, if that's the right path for them. I'm not here to make a sales pitch, just to inform and share. Having said all that, the Enlightened are always happy to welcome new members into our fellowship. I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my best to explain. While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common species and a shared society. It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible, both spiritually and intellectually. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another, and enrich each other's lives. In unity, we find both solace and strength. There's more to it, of course, but I find that some lessons are best learned on one's own. The house is always open for quiet reflection. Come back anytime.
You being here is curious. You should talk with Duncan. I handle the boring behind-the-scenes work.
Welcome to Aquila. Do you have business with the Trade Authority? I'm the local representative for the organization. In that capacity, I work with merchants and business people and local leaders to make sure trade flows regularly and efficiently to and from the city. With the long lag times of interstellar communication, we wanted to have someone here in person to talk face to face and make quick decisions. After all, the Trade Authority's work is vital to the continued growth and prosperity of Aquila City. Well, like the name says, we promote and facilitate interstellar trade. I won't bore you with all the minutiae and laws, contracts, regulations, and the like. What I will say is that a steady flow of goods and services from one place to another is vital to the stability and survival of the settled systems. A scarcity of resources would lead to unrest, anarchy, and maybe even war. Nobody wants that. You'll see mission boards typically near starports throughout the settled systems, usually in a bar. Several companies and organizations utilize the mission boards to post one-off jobs for freelancers, like yourself, presumably. I do have need of a courier. A simple job. The timetable isn't even an issue. But it requires discretion and no questions. Take this message to the Den. There's a Trade Authority rep there, Marcel. Just give the paper to him. If you could take a roundabout path to get there, that would be best. And that's the last we will speak of this. I'm sure something will catch your eye.
Shaw Gang's gone too far this time.
Outlaws? Ashta, those bandits from... More than a few, yeah. Unless you're up in the core, life around here ain't easy. Folks can find their way into all kinds of trouble. I've had no end of desperate souls come through that door in search of a way out. I know it ain't technically my fault when someone buys one of my guns and starts shooting up the town, but still don't feel great about it. Hopefully you ain't one of those kind. I'm sure I got what you need.
Can you imagine living here? Your muscles would be huge.
I don't think you had to be there. Their story just doesn't make sense.
I know, right? I feel like I caught them in a lie. But maybe I'm wrong.
Galbank needs better security.
I wouldn't call them out on it, but definitely.
Not sure if those Baroon zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what, but they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war, and they like to pick them clean.
Word to the wise, avoid the stretch, especially Aggie. Your ship's not half bad.
Excuse me.
I think I want to join List. Start a homestead, live that life.
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice soon.
Robot takes a peach of a job.
Can you get certified in time?
Shouldn't be a problem. You sure he doesn't have someone in mind already?
He might, but you're an hard worker, smart. All you need is an interview, and I know he'll hire you.
Thanks. I hope Mr. Wright pays overtime because...
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the ring. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like
I don't think we typically allow customers up here. You lost?
It stays.
But you know, stretched back or worse.
There's not enough to do around here.
A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we
You mean
owe.
all sorts in Aquila City?
Yes, Miss Lance. Talk to Miss Lance if you want to make a purchase.
Please, let me know if I can be of service. Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality. When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings. Let's get you set up.
Want to steer clear of the... What?
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you. That's a real suspicious thing to say. You better pick your words carefully around here. See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official. That's right. She's a senior ranger, which means she's in charge of me and all the other rangers. Well, except Diego, because he's a senior ranger too. Oh, and the marshal. He's in charge of all the Rangers. I watch people and listen to them. If I hear something about smuggling or Aurora or gangs, I tell the Rangers. It's easy, because no one pays attention to kids. Plus, I know a lot of good hiding places all over the city. I'm the best Ranger surveillance assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list? My list of people who might be troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list. I had a feeling you'd say that. It's that look in your eye that says, I don't care about the law. Well, if I was you, I'd watch my step around here. Because this Aquila City is under the protection of the Freestar Rangers. Ain't no lawbreaker who can get away from them. Once the Rangers are after you, you're as good as got. Don't say you ain't been warned. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger surveillance assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open. Certainly. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me. I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights, but like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you. Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here. We did all the things. Crime scene investigated. Witnesses interviewed, and suspect tailed.
You did all that. Aquila City Security's got competition. Oh, please don't tell Cora. She's, handful enough without getting more ambitious ideas.
I followed the suspect all day. He had no idea.
It's no scheme. You'll see. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
Helping Annie's been the most exciting thing happening all year. I just know Annie's gonna be a ranger one day, just like her mom.
We got to pay Rasha anything?
No, as long as you clean up after yourself, she don't mind.
That's awfully kind of her.
Mrs. Lance is a killer through and through. Nice grouping on that last one.
Yeah, the sight was off and to the left. I dialed it in good. Same time next week?
You know it.
Easy there, no bad guys around. Wait, no one's around, right?
How you liking that laser gun? Pew pew!
Apparently, Laredo doesn't charge anything to use the range.
Please assessing threat level. Minimal. No Ashta detected. Filburn Agricultural Systems bears no liability for any injuries sustained on the farms.
Big mistake, pal. Scanner pick up anything fun? That's how you get the job done. A scanner is Constellation's best friend. Don't need a gun to take you out. All right. This is Shaw Gang territory. They're usually not one to talk. Be ready. A lot of smugglers are just down on their luck, so maybe a little live and let live.
What was that?
Need better positions! Someone's out there!
Nobody's gonna miss you! Look down!
Repair not possible.
My eye!
Cave like this, be perfect. If you're looking for something in particular, I might have a spare. No, that's it then. This place is tectonically sound. Well, they don't need it. You've done this before, right? Care to do the honors? Fine. Let's get going. Wonder if there's anything in here. Smugglers are as common as fleas.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. Least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Kill them!
One over here.
Let's go, hot here!
I'm out! New clip! Boss, it's the Ashta!
Damn it! Just shoot everything!
Just getting
We're shaving.
Be my friend to teach you manners. Today's not gonna be your day, pal.
That one got away. Waste not, need not. Huh? What was that?
Pay for that! Light 'em up! Best you could do?
All different types of smugglers. Some ain't half bad, some ain't much better than Crimson Fleet. Sure, just keep grabbing everything.